Welcome back, everybody. Gonna make a set of coasters here. So sorry about my messy spinner. The first color I laid down is Sunset Glow by Colourarte, and then the second is Pixie Dust by Colourarte. That teal is a golden teal, and then this darker teal is Mystic Blue by Colourarte. I significantly sped this up for the sake of time, and that color on the top that I laid down a second ago is Vavoom Red or Wine and Roses. I can't remember which one. So I kind of deliberately make little puddles because I like the color to kind of block a little bit as it blends. That's just something I like to do when creating messy blooms. So I'm just kind of throwing some paint on there. I had a lot of pigments mixed up and they were starting to dry out a little bit, so I wanted to go ahead and use them. And this is a blue violet cell activator, so I'm going to use the world's smallest blower to blow it out. First time I used a blue violet cell activator was the day I did some of these. I really liked it. So all of the recipes in the description box, but the cell activator is 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part Amsterdam paint. Most all of the colors used in this set are, of course, Colourarte pigments. Anybody who's watched our channel for a while knows I love my Colourarte. But I did use a couple of solid colors here and there. So in this one, the solid color is that golden teal. And now all we're doing is just waiting a little bit for it to come back to the center before we spin it. And if you haven't yet purchased a cake spinner, they're a lot of fun for stretching out your blooms and the lacing. And I have a link in the description box to the one I use. So now we're on the second one. Again, golden teal. Mystic Blue by Colourarte. Sunset Glow by Colourarte. Gorgeous color. A little more golden teal. Pixie Dust. Sunset Glow. Wine and Roses. Some more Pixie Dust. And honestly, none of these are super structured. I just kind of eyeballed it and decided where I wanted more color. Keep in mind that the color on the very bottom and the color right underneath your cell activator are probably going to stand out the most. So I deliberately want Wine and Roses to show, so I always put it somewhere on the top. If you haven't seen the video where I compared the Yeeho dryer to the world's smallest blower, it's on our YouTube channel and it's kind of a fun comparison. But you'll notice on that I suggest taking the black part off for blowing out blooms so you get a good gust of air. It works really well if you do that. I love how pastel these turned out, where they have a lot of iridescent interference, but they also have some good pops of color. I really like that. All right, here's the third one. Laying down our pillow paint. Again, the one I use is in the description. Golden teal. Sorry about being a little bit out of frame. Sunset Glow. Pixie Dust. A little more golden. Mystic Blue. Pixie Dust again. Wine and Roses. Wine and Roses and Vavoom Red are some of my all-time favorites from Colourarte. So is Boysenberry. Like, I can't believe I don't have Boysenberry mixed up right now. Again, so this is a blue violet cell activator by Amsterdam. I like to use a fair amount so that it doesn't get completely lost when we blow it out. And if you notice, I'm blowing the cell activator kind of over the paint instead of right down in the paint. If you blow it too much down in, it goes to the bottom and you lose a lot of your cells in your lacing when your pillow comes back to the center. So I'm just trying to impatiently help the center come back so we can spin it. But ideally, you kind of just want to sit still and let it come back, because it's going to help your design move better. Let's see, again, this is the reason why I like to use those little puddles, because you get good little blocks of paint. All right, last but not least, a little golden teal. Sunset Glow. Pixie Dust must be next, yep. Sometimes I mix up so many pigments because I love them so much, and then I end up having orders or things that I have to do where I don't have enough time to paint, and I don't want the pigments to get too dry. So sometimes I just come and throw colors together that I may not ordinarily use, because I don't want my paint to sit for too long. For the most part, in airtight containers, they hold up pretty well. This one I saw the cell activator starting to sink a little, so I just blew it a little bit first with my mouth before using the dryer or the blower. And now we're just, again, waiting for that center to come back together. When you're painting, it feels like forever, and it's probably like 30 seconds to a minute, but especially when you're filming at the same time, it's kind of crazy how long it feels like it takes. So these coasters will be for sale. They have since been finished with resin, and they have a cork back. So they'll be up on our Etsy store soon, but if you are interested in purchasing them, please email us at the email in the description box, or, on our social media. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. If you are not a subscriber, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't taken Shelly's course, there's a 15% off coupon in the description. Definitely worth it to practice this technique. Thanks for watching.